People love to blame investors for Puerto Rico's housing crisis. But what if I told you the real problem is the banks? And I'm not talking about Wall Street. I'm talking about the local banks right here on the island of Puerto Rico. They're killing local buyers, strangling deals, and leaving empty zombie homes rotting all over the island. Let me show you how this system is broken and how we can fix it. In most of the US, if you've got a great job and good credit, you could get a mortgage or a HELOC, or even more creative than that, something like a DSCR loan or even a commercial loan. However, in Puerto Rico, forget about it. We have 3 or 4 banks and that's it. There's no HELOCs, very limited DSCR loans. Maybe they're here on the island, maybe they're not. They seem to come and go on a whim. And if you're self-employed or working a gig job, which is a big part of the economy, good luck. You're basically locked out. And here's how this hurts locals. And I'm not just talking about investors getting screwed. This is crushing local homebuyers. Let's say a young couple saves up money for a down payment, wanting to buy a house. They find a fixer-upper, and then they take their contract to the bank. The bank drags their feet, gives them a lowball appraisal, and after 60 or 90 days, ends up declining the loan. The seller moves on to another buyer, the house sits empty, and the dream of that young couple dies. This is why people say, we can't buy homes here. It's not just prices, guys, it's liquidity. And even when homes are affordable, no one on the island of Puerto Rico can access capital to buy them. Real estate investor like me, investing on the island of Puerto Rico, one of your major frustrations has been and will probably continue to be for a while, the data. Data's just not really available on the island of Puerto Rico, at least not until now. Red Atlas is solving the data crisis on the island of Puerto Rico, and inside of our Apex group, that's our premium group where we're doing deals with members, you get 4 months of free Red Atlas. So the link's in the description. Come join us in Apex. It's worth the price of admission. 4 months free Red Atlas with your Apex membership. Have you ever wondered why there are so many abandoned homes in Puerto Rico? And we talk about it a lot on this channel. It's not always inheritance issues, though. It's because no one can get a loan from a bank and close these deals. Investors can't borrow to renovate. Locals can't get financing to buy. And the government, slow as molasses. If you're waiting on the government, good luck, Chuck. You're going to be waiting forever. So what's that mean? It means these homes, they sit vacant and empty. We call them zombie houses. This happens for years, sometimes decades. This housing supply that could fix the housing shortage on the island just sits and goes to waste. No one can live in them. No one can buy them. There just isn't the liquidity for it. But we don't want to talk about just the bad. We're going to give you the good. Here's the opportunity for you, the local real estate investor, and for others who are problem solvers. And this is where real estate investors step in. And we're not talking HGTV flippers. We're talking about real live real estate investors who are solving problems for distressed sellers and fixing these distressed houses. I'm talking about operators who can think outside of the box and figure out another way to get the funding to be able to purchase these properties. Real estate investors bring in private money. They structure seller finance deals. They force the equity through value-add real estate investing. They get these zombie houses renovated and then put them back on the market and sell to local buyers who want to call these houses home. And these buyers can now qualify. Even though the banking system is broken, they're still very inside the box, and they can get FHA loans, they can get conventional loans, they can get Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. All of these certain boxes that the banks like to lend in are available once the house has been fixed by a real estate investor and put back on the market, and now it qualifies for these particular loans. Guys, real estate investors, plain and simple, they're fixing what the banks have broken. So how can you get involved? If you're watching this and you're a local who wants to buy something, and I see you guys out there every day, even though the system's certainly not fair and it's not designed for you to be successful, real estate investors who think outside of the box can work around that system. And maybe you've got some money that you'd like to partner with someone who could do the job, an operator who could fix up one of these properties, and you've got some cash that's sitting on the sidelines. This is your time. Puerto Rico doesn't need more critics. We need problem solvers. Join the Flip Flop Flipper community. All you got to do is comment yes, and I'll send you the link. Hey, it's free. Whether you're broke or you got tons of deep pocket cash, if you care about the island, let's build something together. We've got a community of like-minded real estate investors and entrepreneurs who are waiting to network with you. They want to learn with you. Guys, we're doing deals over there, and we're fixing problems. We're solving the problems that the banks have caused. We're solving the problems of distressed sellers. Get in the game.